So get rid of your multiple fridge guards and TV guards. Hello guys, welcome to JohwaTech Electrical Contractors Limited, a YouTube channel where we learn through practicals. And in our today's video, I want to show you how to wire an AVS or VR, depending how you call it. This is the AVS. And this AVS is a digital AVS. Okay, we have another AVS which is bigger than this one, like this one, but it doesn't have this LED screen. Okay, so we start by asking ourselves, what is AVS? What is VR? AVS is an automatic voltage stabilizer, or VR. Okay, voltage regulator. Okay, an AVS is used to protect the road from the mains supply, or in other words, the way you can define AVS is by saying it is a feature that stabilizes the voltage from the mains supplies. Okay, so this is used to protect your road, and your road can be, let's say, in your house you have electronics like refrigerators, TVs, microwaves, name them, that you'd like to protect them from what we call power brownouts, surges and surges. This is the light stuff to use so that your electronics can be protected safely. Okay, so an AVS, it protects your road, which is electronics, or which are electronics, from power interruptions like power surges and power brownouts. Okay, so in our today's video, I'm going to show you how to wire this AVS. And before I go there, allow me to tell you this: if in your premise you have a TV guard, fridge guards, they work the same as AVS. However, this is an AVS that your fridge guard probably is a 5 amperes. The rating is 5 amperes, but this one is AVS 30. It is 30 amperes. That means it can protect a wide range of your electronics like TV, fridges, etc. So instead of using multiple fridge guards in your house or multiple TV guards to protect your TVs in your house, for example, if you have like 3 TVs, the main TV, the TV in your master bedroom, and the TV in the lounge or the kids room, use AVS. So what we normally do, if you hire a qualified electrician, will come and connect this AVS 30 with the circuit which your all TVs and fridges and other electronics that you would like to protect, yeah, with this. Okay, so by installing this AVS, you'll be able to do away with multiple fridge guards and multiple TV guards. If you are there and you haven't subscribed to our channel, What are you doing? Support us by hitting that subscription button and remember to put a notification bell so that every time we upload a video, you can be among the first to watch the video. Like we say, or we keep saying, this is a channel where we run through practicals, and to the developers and to our clients. This is a channel where we showcase our work, So without further ado, allow me to show you how to wire this AVS on VR, depending on how you call it. Okay, I have said this is voltage regulator or automatic voltage stabilizer. So what you're required to do, get rid of those multiple TV guards and multiple fridge guards in your house and install only one thing, which is AVS, and it will protect your whole circuit. All right, so let's go and come and show you what to do or how we wire this AVS. And we start by, okay, what will happen is that in your premise there is a consumer unit. Okay, this consumer unit, for those who don't know what is a consumer unit, and for those who would like to know or to understand how to wire a consumer unit, we have a video that we did regarding how to wire a consumer unit professionally. Okay, so this is the consumer, and this is what this is a fuse box that protects your house from short circuits, etc., etc. So our AVS will be mounted here. Okay, like if you can see, there is a provision that comes from the consumer. This is to avoid having some wires closing or coming outside the consumer's cover. Having this kind of provision, you will be able to draw your wire comfortably up to here, and then you can do your termination without interfering with the cover, and the job will also look neat. All right, so we are going to mount our AVS here, and I have said the size of this AVS may seem to be too small, but I understand this is a digital AVS. Okay, we have another AVS which is bigger than this one. However, I prefer this one regardless of the size. It is not about the size, but the small size to me is better than that big size. Okay, so I'll mount our AVS here, and the reason why I'm using this AVS, this room, I'm going to use it as a server room. It will serve as a security room whereby we are going to have a DVR or NVR, a TV screen which will work as a monitor, and also we are going to have stuff like routers, etc., etc. We need to protect those electronics and all those devices from the power surges and power brownouts or power surge. So first things first, allow me to start by mounting this AVS, and then once I'm through with mounting the AVS, I'll show you how to wire it. So we start by opening our consumer unit, and I have said that the AVS, this is a single phase AVS. You can use it either in the utility meter box or inside the house next to the consumer unit, depending on what you want to protect. Personally, I want to protect only the power circuit. So if you want to protect the whole house, you can either mount it next or either in the utility meter box. So the first thing first, you start by opening the consumer unit box so that you can do your wiring. The best place to mount these AVS is here, because it's supposed to be the same level with the consumer unit. However, I can see mine, where my was provided, is above. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to consider the level above the consumer. However, I recommend you use the lower level of the consumer, like that. So when you're doing your provision, you can bring your provision somewhere here, okay? So the first thing you're supposed to do is to take level. I've said consider using or mounting the AVS the same level with the consumer from the down, not from the upward. So once I confirm my AVS level is okay, I'll mark so that I can drill my holes comfortably. The next step is to draw your wires. I recommend you use a cable like this one. This is a flexible cable, and the size of the cable matters. So if you're doing power circuit, I recommend you use 2.5 millimeter. You can also use cable, or you strip flexible cable, like what I have done. I have done this because the provided here is a conduit of 20 millimeter. 20 millimeter is small size for these two cables to go in. So in order for me to do my work, I have stripped, and by doing so, I got rid of the sheath, so that the cable that I'm left with can be able to fit in my 20 millimeter conduit. So after drawing your cable, the next step you're supposed to do is to terminate. Okay, so what you should know is during termination, we have in our AVS, we have line in, and we have line out. So in means this is supply, and out means this is the road. So what I'm going to do with my cables for proper termination is that I have to mark my supply cables and my road cables or my output cables. Then I can go ahead and terminate them. Of course, in is the supply from the circuit breaker. Okay, in is my supply from the circuit breaker, which is 32 amperes for my power circuit, and then output will go direct to my power sockets outlet. Okay, so we start by terminating. I'm going to use this, like I have marked my cables. This will be supply, so this one will be supply on my neutral in. I slip it, and then you can backfold if you want to have a proper termination whereby you not have loose connections, but I'm good with mine without backfolding. My neutral in, I don't know if my camera person can show you. This is my neutral in. If you have some keyboard termination clips, you can use them, but if you don't have, you can just make you can slip your wire and make a firm termination. So this is my live in. This is my live in. So I go ahead and terminate my live in. Like that, to make sure that your cable is firm and you not have a loose connection that can make your AVS not function well. Make sure that once you terminate the cable, you pull it downwards, yeah, like this, to make sure it's firm. And then I have my neutral, and that is my up, which is my up in. I keep saying safety first. You can even start terminating up. Make sure that the safety is guaranteed. So there we go, we terminate our new, that is our earth. I've said you can use flexible cable 2.5 for the power circuit, or use auto cable. I'm done with my supply, and I'm also going to terminate my supply from the consumer unit. So here we go. My camera person can show you that. So this, I don't need, don't have to carry all of them, so I can make a joint. Can make a joint. You can use two or both ads in the consumer unit and make a joint, as long as you don't compromise. So in my case, I have made a joint. Yeah, if you can make a proper joint than mine, the better. If you can use two learning add keyboards, it's also fine. So there we go, we terminate our add. I've said safety first. Make sure that you have firm termination. Use a star screwdriver. There we go. Our arm is fine. I'm done with my arm, so I'm doing my neutral, and I have said this is my supply neutral, and my supply neutral must be coming from this bar. Okay, must come from the main neutral bar of the consumer. I've said if you can terminate using keyboard termination clips, better. So there is my neutral. And to take precautions, you must make sure that you have switched off the main isolator for safety reasons. So there is my neutral. You must make sure that your consumer is well blessed. And allow me to move this one. I advocate for a proper dressed consumer. So if you have to use the small keyboard eyes, you can use them to tie your keyboards properly. So I'm done with the neutral for supply. There we go. And now with my live supply, or my live input, which I have it here, and this must come from the circuit breaker. So not here, our neutral supply has come from the main neutral ring bar, and then our main or our live supply on live input must come from our circuit breaker. So I'm going to remove the initial cables because those will be my output now. So I terminate my live input in my 32 MCB circuit breaker like that. Make sure it's firm. So from there I'm left with this will be my output from the AVS now, because this is my rod and the rod is the one which we are protecting from the surges. So the power must go through the circuit breaker to our AVS, and then we have the output for the AVS, and that is what we will use as a rod. So we can start with neutral, with the earth. Safety first. We start with earth. Yeah. So this is my earth for my AVS, and this is output. Output earth. There we go. Then we go to neutral. Neutral output. Neutral output. Make sure you pull your cables downwards to make sure that they are firm. So neutral output, there we go. So we go to neutral. Our neutral output. Make sure your cable strands are together. So that is our neutral output, and these are the cables that are going to our rod. Okay, and then the last cable to terminate is the live in. Live in. So we terminate our live, and we will be good for the next step. And confirm that your terminations are not compromised, and by putting your cables downward. Okay. So from our AVS, as you can see, we have input and output. So this is the termination for the input, and this is the termination for the output. This comes from the consumer unit or the fuse box, and this goes to our rod. So we have already finished with terminating our supply in our consumer unit, and we are left with the supply, the rod or the output or neutral rod, and these are the two cables that I removed, which were being used initially without AVS. and because now we have AVS, this is our output. So the cable, these two cables that are coming from our AVS are the road, or this is the road, and neutral from the AVS will be joined with neutral which is going to the road or to our power socket outlet. You can use this kind of connector. This is a PVC connector or any other connector, but personally I prefer to use a solid joint to make sure that my wires are firmly together. Okay, so there we go. Remember, one cable is flexible and the other one is single core with strands. So the strands differ. The strands for the flexible cable are smaller in size, and the strands for the single core cable are way too bigger. So you must be very careful while joining them. Mine is okay, so we can terminate and tip it like this. Alright, so you have to maintain the neatness of the consumer unit, and we are through with the neutral output. So the next will be our live wire. So we are going to join our live wire from the AVS with our live wires which are going to the road. There are also two, so I'll also make a solid joint, because to me solid joint works better. Okay, so if you can have a plan of using an AVS, you can draw your wires from the road. You can draw them from the road towards the AVS if you want to avoid this kind of joints. But a well done joint is also fine. So I'm done with my live as well. You have to tip it properly and maintain the neatness of the consumer. This is a four-way consumer, but like I said before, since this is a small room that I'm going to use as a security house, I didn't need more circuit breakers. I only needed two circuit breakers, one for the power sockets and one for the lighting. Okay, so we are done. That is how simply you can wire AVS, and this is a digital AVS. So allow me to put back my terminal cover for the AVS, and here we go. I believe you can do much better than me. Take your time, do a better job, and it'll pay back. So I'm returning my AVS terminal cover, and before you even put your cover back, it is good as a profession to confirm that your terminations are done properly. All right, and then confirm. They also firm before you put back your terminal cover. And there you go, our terminal cover is intact again. And we also have this lock. You put it back like that, and then you can power on now your AVS and see how it goes. As you can see, our AVS is now powered, and our voltage is 233. It has already opened its circuit. Okay, so here we have off, we have wait, we have on, and then for the high, this is high and this is low. So high we have off, wait, and on. The same case with row. Row we have wait and off, and then we have bypass wait button. So once you power our AVS, it will come here and indicate wait with a yellow color, and then on will be a green color. Okay, this green indicates that the AVS has connected our power already, and our road from now on is protected by AVS. So in case of surges, brownouts, and we will not experience any problem with our electronics. So once you are done with the AVS, we are supposed to put the consumer cover back. So there we go. We put our cover back like the way it was before we installed the AVS. So there we go. Make sure that all the 4 screws for the consumer cover are driven in. So look at that job. I have said you can do better than me. You can bring your AVS to this level instead of doing like me, but you have to make sure that your provision was done in a position whereby you not have much problem like mine. So from today, if you are using multiple fridge guards, TV guards, stop doing that. Stop buying so many fridge guards and using them with your TVs and your fridges and freezers. Use something called AVS, and AVS is going to sort your things out. You live a very happy life because you not have a stress whereby if you see the power fluctuating, you are worried, or you start running around the house to switch off the TV, switch off the refrigerator. Relax. Hire a qualified electricians to come and install an AVS for you in your premise, and you'll be able to protect your TVs and your fridges. Okay, so get rid of your multiple fridge guards and TV guards. Contact us and we are going to assist you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Until next video.